let's address the SJW junk infiltrating pop culture like Star Wars, Star Trek, comics, Doctor Who, and why it's not welcome. And not just because the ideas are, controversial, or mainly because they're crap, usually, but because that's not why we have these things. Why we go watch these movies and read these comics and play these games. We're trying to get away from that crap for a while. And when you barge in the door and start forcing this stuff in our face and we're trying to get away from it, it gets really freaking annoying, okay? Anyone who goes, just take a perusal through the video, links up, some channels I'm subscribed to and the stuff I pass on to my Facebook page, it's pretty clear. I'm a political junkie. But I do this and I watch these things to get away from it for a while. To get a little perspective, to take a breather. It's like when I was hitting conventions for a while and someone would bring up some real world issue out there, I got really peeved because I'm trying to get away from that for the weekend. Okay? Talk to me Monday when I'm back in the real world. For now, shut the hell up. Leave me alone and let me go. It's like when I'm playing a game. Like a lot of his opinion is, I don't care how oppressed you're feeling. Just tell me which castle has the princess in it, okay? And how many dragons I had to kill in between. And again, it's it. This goes beyond just the fact that the people they're catering to don't watch this stuff, don't read these books, don't play these games in the first place. It's just really freaking annoying when you're pushing this stuff on people that don't care in the first place. Whether normally they would in the outside, they're in that situation, they don't care. They don't want to hear about it, okay? So to Anthony Rams, who doesn't want to be war for social justice? Not now! Not when I'm watching Star Trek, okay? and to answer the point, Star Trek's always been political. I've said this in chats all the time. I don't think I've said it in the video. Star Trek wanted you to think. They didn't tell you how to think. They didn't make you, tell you you're an ignorant, bigot, misogynist, sexist, homophobic twat because you don't think this way. They just say, we want you to think about this for a while. Let's put it in these terms. What do you think about it now? And like the comment about the Vietnam War, private little wars, the one time they overtly pretty much stated, as close as they could without actually citing Vietnam by name. This is the 20th century, Bush wars. And in that one, they were very true to the characters. That's one thing when you're doing this sort of thing. You don't alter the characters to send a message. You want to send a message called Western Union. Kirk was actually making a pretty good case for continuing the war. And everyone on that writing staff, from Roddenberry on down, was against the war. But Kirk made a pretty big compelling case. We can't just pull out. Or we can't just go in and nuke the guys. If we did that, we'd never live long enough to travel space. You bring up both sides. You make the audience think about it for a while. In a way they probably hadn't before. One of the Star Trek Continues episodes, What Ships Are For, they managed to swerve into the issue of the border wall. And in a way, and it kind of sneaks up on you, so you're like, oh, that's what this is about. And Vic Mignogna, personally, is a conservative Christian guy. And yet when that episode came out, he was being accused of being a shill for Hillary. And actually, on both, it's shill for either side. He knew he hit the right mark when he was getting equal complaints on both sides. And bringing it back to mainline Star Trek, Measure of a Man. Up until about the 3/4 mark, you're talking about, treating Data as a toaster, he uses property. And then along comes Guinan. To put it things like, we're talking about slavery. Oh, I think it's a bit harsh. Oh, that's not harsh enough. That's exactly what this is. It's like, bing! That's Star Trek. That is what Star Trek is supposed to do. And that's why these movies have really been an abject failure for the most part. They don't make you think at all. They want you to shut off the brain half the time, especially with the JJ stuff. You think about them too long and the whole thing falls apart in your hands. So, yeah, why we complain about virtue signaling and SJW crap in Doctor Who and Star Trek and Star Wars? Because it doesn't belong. Not like that. You can slip in little comments here and there. You can put it in such a way that makes the audience think about real, but you never lead them by the nose and say, if you don't agree with this, you're an idiot. Because the second it comes across as you're trying to insult a segment of your audience, you've already lost. You've lost the entire argument right there. Because you've shown you don't know how to make an argument. All you know how to do is pontificate. So, PayPal, Patreon down below, and catch you in the various live chats. So.